The making of baby Rachel. Chapter 1. Robert's dad left the family some time ago and it had a very bad effect on him. He was the only child and loved his mom and dad very much. He was 10 when dad left. A few years later he started to misbehave a lot. At home and at school, he was becoming uncontrollable. His mom had tried everything from shrinks to even having the police try to scare him straight. Nothing seemed to work. By the time Robert was 15, he was almost never at school and always in some kind of trouble with the law. His mother was at her wit's end and was going to send him to a mental hospital. She talked to a doctor and described his behavior to her. Dr. Beth Clark was her name, and she suggested something different to help Robert. "I think you should try regressing Robert and re-raise him." Pam, the mother, was confused and asked what the doctor meant. "Mental hospitals are very expensive and only work in some cases, and I don't feel that the treatment he would get there would help. Let me explain what I mean by regressing him. I have a cabin in the woods that I use sometimes. Take him there and I will be with you for the first week of his retraining." "Retraining?" Pam asked. "Yes, we will make Robert into a helpless baby and then re-raise him to be a respectable, well-behaved young teen." Pam was baffled by this, but facing medical bills she, being a single parent, could not afford, she was willing to try this. "When can we start?" she asked. Beth said, "Let's go in 3 days. Tell him that it's a vacation and I will get all the things we will need." Pam agreed and got directions to the cabin and thanked the good Dr. "I really hope this will work." Beth said, "I have done this before, don't worry." With that, Pam went home to start packing and to tell Robert about the vacation. Robert was not happy. His summer school break had started and he planned on just hanging out with his buddies. Pam said, "It's just for 2 weeks, Rob, and you do not have a choice." Robert mumbled something and then went to pack. Pam thought to herself that she prays that what the doctor has in mind will work. Chapter 2. As they drove to the cabin, Robert was quiet and sulking about the trip. He was not happy at all about being away from his friends at all. As they pulled up, Beth was there already and was outside waiting for them. Beth introduced herself as an old college friend of Pam's. Beth showed them to their room. The cabin had 3 bedrooms and Robert asked why he can't have his own room. Beth explained that the 3rd room was for another guest that would be coming soon. What she did not tell him was that the 3RB room was really a baby nursery that had baby furniture twice the normal size. It was a very pretty room, a girl's room. Colored in mostly pink and other pastel colors, with a closet full of baby dresses and other things that would fit Robert. As he would soon find out. Robert asked if he may go out to walk around. Pam said sure. This gave Beth and Pam a chance to talk about what was to happen in the next few weeks and months. "I have some drugs that will help him start to wet the bed and one to help him mess his pants too. Once that starts, we can start the training. After seeing how he is now, we will have to make him be a girl baby." Pam was shocked, but she agreed. "If this is too much for you to handle, Pam, please say so now." Pam said, "No, I can do this. It's for his own good." Just then Robert came in and asked if he could have a drink. Beth said, "I was just about to make some lemonade, wait here and I will bring some." Robert said to his mom, "This may not be so bad after all, I am starting to have fun here." Beth returned and gave Robert his glass that was loaded with a diuretic to make him wet. He excused himself and went back out to explore some more. About 15 minutes later he realized he had to pee real badly, so he started to go back to the cabin. He never made it in time. He wet his pants and was very embarrassed by this. He tried to walk quietly back into the cabin, but was spotted by his mom and Beth. "Robert, what happened?" his mom asked. "I don't know, Mom, I think I am sick, I wet my pants." "Poor Robbie," his mom said. The plan had begun. The day went on with more drinks spiked with the drug that made him wet. But in smaller doses, then it was time for bed and the last drink he had was spiked again with a large dose to make sure he would wake up soaked. And sure enough, he was wet when he woke up. Beth and his mom said that maybe a diaper would be a good idea until they could get back home to see the DR. Robert was not happy about this idea in the least and said, "No way am I gonna wear a diaper, only babies wear those." That is when the plan was reveled. Pam told her son that he was going to be a baby again, but a girl baby. "You have been so bad since your dad left us that this is the only thing I can think of to help you." He ran for the door, but Beth caught him and gave him a shot to sedate him. Then the two ladies carried him back to the nursery, took his clothes off and dressed him. They put him in a thick cloth diaper and pink plastic panties. Then a pink sleeper with lace on the cuffs and neckline. Placed him in the crib, then strapped him in. Phase 1 complete. Chapter 3. Robert awoke to find that not only was he strapped into a crib and dressed like a girl, but wet as well. He began to yell for his mom. Pam and Beth came in with a tray. On it was a baby bottle and a syringe. Beth picked up the syringe and explained to Robert that it was a drug to make him behave and listen better. "Once the drug takes effect, you will do exactly as you are told. We are going to turn you into a diapered sissy girl and you will remain that way till we feel you can behave." Beth gave him the shot and gave him the bottle and said, "Finish the bottle, then we can change you and get you ready for the day." Beth looked at him, then at Pam, and told Pam that he should have a girl's name. Pam thought for a second and said, "Rachel, I think we should call her Rachel." At this point he began to cry as he realized that there was no way out of this. Beth looked at him and said, "Don't cry, little Rachel. Mommy and Auntie are here for you, and you will make such a cute baby girl." After the bottle was done, Beth let Rachel out of the crib and helped her onto the changing table. She took off the sleeper and pink plastic panties, and then the wet diaper was taken off. Rachel was cleaned up and given a fresh diaper, then helped off the table. "Time to get you dressed, Rachel," Beth said. The ladies picked out a pink and sky blue with baby print playsuit and a light pink pair of layered romper pants. They dressed Rachel, then pinned a blonde wig on her, then did a light makeup job on her. "They're all done," said Beth. The ladies looked at the boy, who was now a diapered baby girl, and smiled. "You are so cute, Rachel," they said. Now it was lunchtime, so Rachel was taken into the kitchen and placed into a high chair, then feed baby cereal. After she was fed, she was given another bottle loaded with a small dose of the drug she was given earlier and something to help her wet and mess her diaper. As the day wore on, Rachel said that she had to go to the bathroom. "Use the diaper, honey, that is what it is there for," Beth said. With that said, Rachel wet her diaper, then much to her surprise she messed it too. Pam looked at her new baby and asked if she needed to be changed. "Yes, I do," she said. Beth spoke up and said, "You must ask to be changed, and ask in the right way. You must say, 'Mommy, I need to be changed, please.' Now say that, sweetie." "Mommy, I need to be changed, please," Rachel said. "Good girl, sweetie," Beth said. Pam led baby into the nursery and changed her. After a fresh diaper was put on Rachel, Beth said that the three of them were going to go on a hike in the woods. As they got ready to go, Rachel said that she did not want to go. Beth said the choice was simple. Either go on the hike like a good girl or get a spanking and go on the hike anyway. Rachel thought about it a minute, then said that she would go like a good girl. The three ladies went on a hike in the woods. After about an hour, Rachel wet her diaper. She did not say anything to the other two about it. 30 minutes later, she messed the diaper as well. Rachel did not have to say anything because the two ladies could smell the freshly messed diaper. Pam looked at Rachel and asked if she messed her diaper. "Yes, Mommy, I did," Rachel said. "Mommy, can you please change me?" Pam laid a blanket out on the ground and told Rachel to lay on it. Rachel laid down and Pam changed her wet and messy diaper. It was getting close to dinner time, so the three headed back to the cabin. Rachel was put in the high chair and given a cookie while the two ladies made their dinner. Rachel was fed baby food and given a bottle of warm milk as the two ladies ate their dinner. Now it was time for bed, so Rachel was given a bath, then dressed for bed. She was put into a thick cloth diaper and white rubber panties with bunnies on them. Then Pam put her new baby girl into a pink sleeper, then helped her into the crib. "Good night, sweetie," Pam said as she kissed Rachel on the cheek. The two ladies went to the living room and began to talk about Rachel and her progress. "I think he likes being a girl baby, even with the drug. He should have been resistant somewhat," Beth said. "I will stop giving him the drug for a few days, then see how he acts," Beth said. Pam just nodded. She was enjoying being able to go to bed without the stress that Robert would put her through on a daily basis. Chapter 4. The two ladies woke up to the whimpers of a baby girl that was wet. Pam went to go get Rachel up and dressed for a big day. While Pam was getting Rachel changed, she asked if she liked being a baby girl, and Rachel replied, "Yes, Mommy, I like being your baby girl." Beth overheard this and it worried her. Perhaps some humiliation is in store for Rachel. After all, this is supposed to be a punishment to correct bad behavior, Beth thought to herself. Beth came to the nursery to help Pam get Rachel ready. Beth picked out a pink party dress and white tights to go with it. The dress was too short, Pam said. "That is the idea," Beth said. "I want Rachel's diaper to be noticed. We are going to town today to get some food and other things." Pam was unsure of this. Pam asked Beth why she would want to humiliate Rachel in such a way. Beth said, "He is not to be enjoying this. It's supposed to be a punishment, remember?" "I know," Pam said, "but if he likes this, then I want him to enjoy it, not be afraid of it." "Trust me," Beth said, "it's for his own good." With that, Beth put Rachel in a very thick and noticeable cloth diaper and then a pair or rumba panties with ruffles on the seat and a pair of white tights with the same ruffles. Then she put the dress on Rachel and pinned the wig on her, and then did her makeup. "There you go, baby. All nice or pretty," Beth said. "Let's go, everyone," Beth said. The three got into Beth's car and headed to town. Rachel asked where they were going, and Beth answered Rachel by saying they were going to town to do some shopping and other things. Rachel spoke up, saying that she did not want to be seen in public like this. Beth pulled the car over. "I was afraid of this," Beth said as she etched into the diaper bag for a shot of the drug that Rachel was given earlier. "Hold still, Rachel," Beth said. Pam spoke up, "Stop, Beth, now." "What?" Beth said. "I said stop, this has gone too far and I will not allow you to keep my child drugged up all the time," Pam said. "Take us back to the cabin. Rachel and me are going back home." "As you wish," Beth said. The three returned to the cabin and Pam started packing. After we packed, Pam asked Rachel if she wanted to wear big boy clothes or baby girl clothes for the trip home. Rachel said that she needed to be changed and that she wished to stay as a baby girl for the ride home. Pam smiled and changed Rachel and got her dressed for the long trip home. Pam spoke to Beth and thanked her for all the help, but she thought she could handle it from this point on. Beth said that she was welcome and hoped there was no hard feelings. Pam said that she would call once a week to report on Robert. The two shook hands and hugged each other. Then Beth hugged Rachel and said to be a good girl for Mommy. With that, Pam and Rachel headed home. Chapter 5. On the trip home, Pam talked to Robert. "Rachel, do you really like being treated as a baby girl, honey?" Pam asked. "Yes, Mommy, I do, very much," Rachel said. "Okay then, dear, I will make you a deal. If you can behave yourself at home and in school, I will let you be a baby girl at home." This made Rachel very happy and she said, "I promise to be a good boy from now on, Mommy." When they got home, Pam changed Rachel and put her to bed. "Tomorrow I will turn the spare bedroom into a baby nursery for you, my dear." "Thank you, Mommy," Rachel said. The next day, Pam and Rachel spent the whole day setting up her nursery. So Robert was to be a young man when at school and most other times. But at home and on weekends he was Pam's baby. Robert turned his life around and started to do very well in school and went on to lead a very happy life. He got married to a wonderful woman who became his mommy when they were alone.